Okay, what did Tucker Carlson say? Apparently he's going actually nutty mode.
If you allow your 14-year-old to light a joint at the breakfast table, if you allow your hormone-addled 15-year-old daughter to like slam the door of her bedroom and give you the finger, you're gonna get more of it. And those kids are gonna wind up in rehab. It's not good for you, and it's not good for them. No, there has to be a point at which dad comes home.
Dude, what the
What are you talking about?
Wait, what? Oh, has he also lost the sauce? Have Republicans just gone too crazy? I don't know.
Going to Twitter did kind of like his career up.
Yeah, but
I've
also
never seen anyone talk about him.
Yeah. Remember he was like, well, I mean, he does have an insanely successful podcast. I think he's like top 3 or something, which is crazy. But
no, that makes sense.
I feel like this kind of rhetoric, like I feel like Tucker Carlson 5 years ago would not be saying shit like this. Like, I don't know. It's like Trump is daddy and daddy's coming home. Like,
well,
it hits.
It's weird because, I mean, he thinks Trump is like stupid. He thinks Trump is like a bad leader for national conservatism.
Yeah.
But it's like, he can't do that now. So
yeah, like he has more disdain for the fucking Trumpist right, in my opinion, than even Donald Trump has.
Yeah,
like he's just like, you guys are unwashed monsters. You will never let me do WASP nationalism. Like I just, he would fit so much better into like the dandy boy style conservatism of a fucking Buckley.
Well, he was that.
Yeah,
he was that.
He wants to go back to like country club Republican CIA shit, but he's stuck doing like more and more populist sentiment.
Yeah, I mean, he saw which way the wind was blowing.
Yeah,
and, I don't know. I think it's also like resentment fueled in part.
Let's hear what else he has to say.
Yeah, that's right. Dad comes home. And he's pissed. Dad is pissed. He's not vengeful. He loves his children.
Oh my
Disobedient
God.
as they may be, he loves them.
God.
Because they're his children, they live in his house. But he's very disappointed in their behavior. And he's gonna have to let them know.
This is the only way we can have American fascism. Just like super fucking weird on top of everything else.
Yeah.
Like what the what do you mean? Like, daddy's home. Daddy's gonna give a spanking.
Donald Trump did not raise any of his kids.
Yeah, that's true.
It is such a bad metaphor to put him in.
He's gonna have to get to your room right now and think about what you did. And when dad gets home, you know what he says? You've been a bad girl. You've been a bad little girl and you're getting a vigorous spanking right now. And no, it's not gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. No, it's not. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. And you earned this. You're getting a vigorous spanking because you've been a bad girl.
Oh my God.
And it has to be this way. It has to be this way because it's true. And you're only gonna get better when you take.
Does he want to his daughter? Like in
That's
this?
what I'm getting here.
Like what the? Is he like fantasizing about like spanking Ivanka or something?
There's never been more pre in a pair of Dockers.
What is going on? He thinks this is funny. He thinks it's edgy. No, it just sounds weird.
Yeah, it sounds like
it sounds gross and creepy.
I don't know. It's fucking weird.
It went from like the analogy I understand at first, like it's like, oh, Democrats have been fucked up, like they deserve a punishment, and Trump is going to dish it out, and he's using this as a vehicle to deliver this message, right? He's using this analogy as the vehicle, but then it got weirdly sexual midway through, where he's like, "Daddy's gonna like her."
What happened? There were 3 kids. Now there's 1.
Yeah, and it's all.
Are you her? Are we her? What's going on? To quote Tucker, what's going on?
This reads like a Nick Mullen bit. Like he's just
yeah. Dad's coming home and he sees that you've been trying on mom's dresses and wearing her makeup.
For what you did. That's not said in the spirit of hate. It's not said in the spirit of vengeance or bigotry. Far from it. It's said in the spirit of justice, which is the purest and best thing there is. And without it, things fall apart.
Okay, so after that speech, apparently the crowd was screaming, "Daddy Don."
What I haven't heard is when Tucker Carlson was speaking tonight, he started to say that if Donald Trump were to win, it would be like, quote, daddy's home, daddy's coming home. And he said that Trump, like God, loves all of his children, talking about the mainstream media, in his words, and Democrats, and said that Trump would need to give them a good spanking. Now, this is something the crowd went wild for here. There are thousands of people here. And when Trump came on stage, as you can see speaking behind me, they started screaming and chanting daddy's home and daddy Don. So this is something I have not heard at a Trump rally so far, but I can tell you the vibe in the room tonight does almost feel like a mini RNC.
What?
I love both the parties in America.
Daddy,
and then both of those people.
Daddy Trump is going to spank us because we've been bad.
Yeah, we're going to get into submission. And both those sides love Israel the equal amount.
Yes.
American politics rocks. Love it.
Yeah. Neither side wants to give you health care. Both sides would rather fund Israel than fix anything in the country.
Remember to vote.
Yeah. I mean, I guess this is just like, this is dying empire shit. Like it has to be.
Yeah. It just sucks though, because it's like the best case was that we were going to get like someone who understood that, and we were going to have like a negotiated withdrawal from the world, done in the most responsible way. And,
yeah, like England.
Yeah,
you know, pay the piper and like try to concede to whoever's going to be the new fucking global empire.
Or just like, you know, all these countries, they saw their their fundamental like social welfare nets and their signature policies and the state institutions, those were built after their empires. And of course, like obviously they were built in part with plunder of the third world and of the periphery, but you know, there still would be a transforming of this country and a negotiated withdrawal from every corner of the earth would have been preferable to what we have now, which is just we're kicking and screaming and throwing our shit everywhere as we're being dragged from the room and trying to bring as many people down with us as possible.
Yeah.
And I just like, I don't see anyone on the horizon who is going to be both aware of that decline and sort of sober-minded enough to go, okay, there's a right way to do this and there's a wrong way to do it.
I don't know. I don't know what the is going on anymore. It's like
maybe it just needs to be broken up.
How the fuck does this like Gunter style?
Yeah.
You need to be a Gunter, the anti-NATO Gunter that balkanizes the US.
Yeah, no, ex America.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna put a hatchet to these states. They're not so united no longer. I don't know. I don't fucking understand like how this actually was a banger in that room. Like it's so weird.
Because
what's the play?
It's unbridled, like
it's like sexual pathology.
Well, yeah, but like you can't understand some parts of American conservatism.
I just don't know like how that tracks for like I just don't think that I'll just say this. I don't think that the Democratic Party had to make like, I mean, I don't even know if they made these concessions to like appeal to these suburban like never Trump Republicans, but they certainly didn't have to make any fucking concessions to them at all. They could have tackled the issue by just pointing to shit like this. Republicans
because they don't. I mean, their greatest fantasy is to have it so like these are the most important people in their caucus, and it's a lot easier to make policy for these people than it is for like traditional Democratic voters.